You are live. Oh, I love being live. I'm just doing a very just a kind of a quick stream on another group that I have on Facebook. It's called Celebrity Hauntings, and of course, when I mean celebrity hauntings, that can mean anywhere. Okay, but the location that I like to research the most on is different hauntings down in basically California, USA, and there are many locations where there's been apparitions, there's been sounds, noises, all that kind of stuff, and of course, it's not just California that I'm all interested in. It's also Tennessee. There's another location. I can't remember where the estate is located, but the individuals that I'm talking about, basically, like I said, the celebrity, Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson, another popular one, very popular, Marilyn Monroe, and also Montgomery Cliff, and Lucille Ball, just to name a few, well, each location where these celebrities have been seen, okay, the reason why they're still there, it's like I said, each story is so different as to why they're still here on the earth plane rather than crossing over, of course, when it comes to Elvis, well, naturally, he's a Graceland and he has no intention of going anywhere, because I feel that he's got a lot of attachments that he had when he was on the earth plane. Hey, Tinker, and I know he has so much pride in what he did when he's alive that every time he's in or near his home, much pride from the sky. He says, "Hey, look what I did, what I accomplished." Even though he had he died really young, and then there was the ever famous Michael Jackson, and with him I cannot connect for some reason, so I'm just basically going by what I researched and with him I just got mixed feelings about a lot of things, a lot of issues, and so I think it's out of obligation that he hangs around both his estate as well as where he's interred, and which is not open to the public, which he's not happy about, and the funny part is that when it comes to Elvis, on the other hand, people have actually got photos of his apparition, which I think is kind of cool, and I don't know if they ever got any EVPs on him or not. They might have, but I haven't found him yet, and then there's this, I think, at the Roosevelt Hotel, I think it is, near Los Angeles, and that's where you'll find both Marilyn Monroe and Montgomery Cliff. Okay, well, those two, when it comes to Marilyn, the reason why she loves that area so much is because one of her first photo shoots from a photographer did a session with her there, like out by the pool, and also, the theory about mirrors being a portal to the spirit world from the physical world. Well, once in her room, there was actually a mirror, okay, and in death, and many people have seen her apparition in the mirror, like one of the maids. saw her apparition in the mirror, and also walking downstairs and so on and so forth. Plus, they've actually seen her out by the pool, kind of reenacting a photo shoot that she did, decades ago, and that. And the one that I found was most comical is about Montgomery Cliff, and that. Well, you know how he had to learn how. Well, I think it was a trumpet. He had to learn how to play, kind of for a scene in that movie From Here to Eternity, and that. Well, in his hotel room is where he practiced playing that. Well, even in death, and that because he was so committed to his part that even in spirit, and that because he was so dedicated to the role that he's still replaying that. And people have actually heard a faint sound of a trumpet coming from the floor that he stayed on, and that, which I thought was kind of comical in that. Now, there's a very famous cemetery in Hollywood that I've researched so many times, and that's the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Okay, well, there's one actress in that cemetery that I've tried to connect to. I tried researching, and she's a silent movie star from the late teens, early 20s, and there was a huge scandal between her and Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle. Okay, and there's still a lot of unanswered questions as to what happened that evening when allegedly Fatty Arbuckle was holding a party because he just landed a brand new contract, and the one, I guess you could call it a starlet, Virginia Rapay, well, she showed up. I feel she showed up drunk, but she showed up, and see, there's a lot of conflicting stories as to what happened between Virginia and Fatty Arbuckle. Okay, there's a lot of confliction as to what happened in that room. And people assume that because he was so huge, and he sat on her or pinned her with his weight or something. There's a lot of conflicting stories as to what happened, but apparently it made it sound like he was the bad guy, but according to the jury and the courts, she was the instigator, not him, but there's still conflicting reports of that, and so because she died so young, and she's really upset that not only one that she lost her life so young, but also she didn't really get a chance to allow her career to really flourish or really blossom. Plus, I think she was kind of a wild party girl kind of person. Like she was a person of almost no discipline whatsoever. Like she was party all the time, and yeah, so she died really young. Her her career kind of took off. And she wasn't really the only time that she actually became famous was after death, and she's not happy about that. And she wanted to be remembered as a star in life, not in death. And as a result of that, people have actually seen her outline. They've seen her weeping in the cemetery near where her interment is. And I don't know, I find it so sad that like she was only 21 or something like that. She was really young, and many mediums have actually tried to connect with her, and see, the funny part is that even though she's so tormented by what happened to her, and that she's still adamant that it was his fault, not hers. But according to the courts, it was her fault, not his. So conflicting, but she's adamant that she was attacked by Fatty Arbuckle, And yet, if everybody could say, hey, she showed up drunk, she started making a scene, and that I tried to comfort her. I took her to my room so she could lie down, and that. And what happened after that is controversy galore. You know, apparently one of her innards, I forget which innards it was, ruptured and exploded, and it was just a matter of time before she passed, and so at the time it was basically her word against his kind of idea. So all these decades later, you know, they say the truth will never be revealed. Well, I'm not so sure about that, but anyway, like I said, now I've got a challenge for you guys, okay, and that is, if you can think of your favorite TV star or movie star, and that doesn't matter when it could have been from the past or present, doesn't matter. But if you can think of your favorite movie star or TV star that has passed, and that there's word out that their apparition has been seen, and people have heard stuff, seen stuff from this celebrity, I highly encourage you to research that, okay? And what I'll do is I'll put a link in the description below when it comes to the group that this stream is based on, and it's called Celebrity Hauntings, okay? So I highly encourage you to join the group, okay? And if you know of any celebrities that you know of that people have actually seen their ghost, or they've caught voices or sounds or whatever on camera, and especially the photo part, I love that part, and please post it in the group. I would love to see that, more the merrier. And it doesn't have to be an actress or an actor from North America. It can be from anywhere, it doesn't matter. And it's still pretty amazing. And it doesn't have to be an actor either. It can be a poet, it can be a pianist, it can be anybody that was considered a celebrity. It doesn't have to be TV or movie. And it doesn't really matter. And even a composer, a poet, anybody, any celebrity, whether there's any kind of spiritual activity coming from them, and that'd be perfect. And so anyway, like I said, those are just some of the names that I researched in that, so I thought I'd share that. So anyway, I'll leave you go for now. Hopefully next stream will be in a day or two. And thank you, Tinker, for joining me again. and if you like this stream, hit the thumbs up. Let me know what you thought of it. If you didn't like it, let me know what I could do better. But please, most of all, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification, and hit the little bell icon. That way, every time I go live, you'll get a notification. And like I said, I'll leave a link to the group in the description below, and so that you can check out the group, and so that you can join the group, share your experiences. Love to see them, so yeah, that sounds like it'd be fun, pretty amazing, pretty exciting. And if I come up with any more celebrities that there's been sightings on them, I'll post them as well. And because I know of many cemeteries, just I can't remember the name of them all. And so anyway, people, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your interest in this topic. And like I said, please subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. Stay safe, okay? Stay happy. And as I say at the end of every stream, love and light to all. Bye-bye.